Is BNTrust gone too? Not BNTrust. Oh, just when you let them back in your heart, they let you down. Maybe. We're gonna look at some evidence that may not be so good. Anyway, before I do that, I want to give you a moment to read this disclaimer. All right, guys, let's get to it and do it. Well, here's what I believe happened. Let me go back here. Just stay on this for a minute. Last night, Cloudflare, one of the huge companies in the internet area, had some issues. I don't know if they were attacked or what, but it just took down a whole lot of sites that really depended on it. Well, that threw a monkey wrench into a lot of different sites. I mean, I had problems with Zoom earlier, Zoom. So you'll probably see that going on and off throughout the day with a lot of sites. Anyway, so why I'm saying that, why I'm explaining that is because I believe that has impacted a lot of, the sites that depended upon outside payment systems, not the ones where you get the instant batches. That's usually more localized, so they can send you that instant batch. But if you have to go through a system, then you're probably depending on something outside. If there's, manual, we have to do a delay, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, believe that impacted a lot of companies. So when people were putting in withdrawal requests at BNTrust today, there was a longer line than usual. There was a longer delay than usual. So this alarmed a lot of people, and people began to talk. And so now, and I'm going to show you some messages from BNTrust customer service, what they're saying about the situation, and kind of give you my analysis on where I think this is going to go. So anyway, with that being said, let's go here. So these are from a few groups that I'm in. So this is one. The exchange will automatically recognize the transfer. Please be patient. If your wallet address has not been reached within 3 hours, please contact online customer service. Due to the large number of withdrawals and deposits, transactions need to be processed one by one according to the submission. So there's been a lot going on, and you can believe that at face value if you want to, and that's fine. That's fine. But that's what they're sending in every customer. Well, not every customer, customers that are calling in asking about, hey, where are the withdrawals at? Here's the red flag for me, because if you remember when COTPS was out the door, and no, they're not coming back. Please let that go, y'all. Please let that go. They're done. Anyway, when they were headed out their door, it was just this copy and paste message in their customer care. It was just robotic. So that was one message that was earlier. Let me share with you the second message here. So I'll bring this down here. So here's the second message. Okay, that's as big as it's going to get. So the person asks, so everything will work perfectly by tomorrow morning. The exchange will automatically recognize the transfer. Please be patient. If your address has not been reached within 3 hours, please contact customer care due to the large number of da-da-da-da-da. See, a simple yes or no would have sufficed. But this is just a bot. This is just a AI. There's no person that's, I don't believe there is. I don't believe there's any person there that's answering these questions, because no matter what, you could have asked, well, can you tell me what day of the week it is? The exchange will automatically recognize the transfer. I believe it would be the same thing, because I don't believe when you have systems that go down and that are in this type of situation, you hire people to sit there, because you can just get a bot to do this. This is just auto reply. Why would you hire somebody to answer this and use it copy and paste when you just have the bot? So here's why I believe, two reasons why I believe this is the end of BNTrust. And I wish it wouldn't be, because I just got into it. like it was, people had been already into it for a while and they were celebrating and everybody was happy. It was like, yes, yes. So I just now get into it, and then this happens, but it's all good. That's why, hey, that's part of the program. That's part of why. Well, this part of what we do. You know, you can't time these things. You never know when it's going to happen and when it's not going to happen. It can happen to any platform in this area. So anyway, two reasons why I believe this to end. One is because you, even if they were to come back, let's say there's going to be so many, because when you name your company BNTrust, that's what a lot of this space is about. How much do I trust you? And the problem is, once you lose the trust of a lot of people, they're out, they're done. So regardless of what happens, there's going to be a huge pull on withdrawals. And I promise you, you better not let anybody know that people are getting their withdrawals, because there's going to be a huge rush, a run on the company to pull out that money. And can you blame people? No. Look, if you give them a sign that something goes wrong and then you let up and then you let them back in, of course they're going to take their money. They're like, look, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on you. They're going to look at it as a warning sign, like, look, y'all not stable. Y'all not stable. I'm taking my money and I'm going somewhere else with it. So that's, if they do come back, I definitely see that that's going to be a problem for them, because they're going to have this huge push on withdrawals. Secondly, I've never seen a company come back from it. Usually when companies, and then you can go down the line, we can talk about Intelligence Prime Capital, the original COTP, often, you can talk about, Metafee yielders. When you have events that rock companies on this level, when they're having problems with withdrawals, they don't come back. It's not like this, okay, the process is fixed, let's give you all your money back and you can go on down the road. No, they have the money in their bank. They have the money in their pocket. Why would they not give it back to you? Because here's what they can do. They can shut this one down and start a new one. Damn. Well, why would they give you your money back? Yeah. When I can just shut this down, bring up a new site, and we good to go. Or I can just sit down, just take my profits and go on to the house with it. Why would they do that? But here's what I believe. I don't know if this will happen or not, because BNTrust hasn't been very, very vocal, as far as reaching out through email and things like that. But here's why I say I believe it's gone, and it's just gone, because you don't come back. But here's where I think BNTrust could have gotten a lot of trust and could have avoided all this. They're not, to their credit, they have been much more engaging than COTP was. COTPS, what do you want to call it? But that's not saying much. The only time that COTPS engaged with you was when you engaged with them, right? So that's not saying very much. But they did have their own, Telegram group here. Let's see. Let's go here. I looked at it earlier. Okay. Here we go. So this was last updated as 4:03 this morning. And this is nothing about system issues, about payments, blah, 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 blah. Give us more time, be more patient. We're working on it. We'll be back. It says nothing about that here. And if you want to calm people's fears, why not put a message here about, hey guys, we had this situation happen last night. We're on top of it. Your money's secure. Give us a moment, blah, 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 blah. Instead, you have this 24-hour trade and blah, 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 this, that, and other that you haven't updated since 4 o'clock this morning. So that's why I say this has just been handled, once again, very poorly. I don't think they're coming back. I have taken the links down from the videos and replaced them with another company that is paying, because my favorite thing to do is withdraw. Making money is no good if you can't get to it. What good is it being a dashboard warrior, a dashboard investor? Oh, look at all the pretty zeros. Well, look at all the little numbers. You can't get to it. How does that help you? What good is that? You can't spend that money. The only money you can spend is what's in your wallet, what you withdraw. So there is one company where you can get instant withdrawals. They're paying right now. And I talked about them a little earlier, and that's Wisebank. Wisebank is paying right now. I just made some deposits earlier. You can watch the earlier film. Let me tell you a little bit about Wisebank, because here's what I don't get upset when these things happen. So I got in later on BNTrust, and so when things happen, it was done. Hey, this one's been paid. They paid me today. What did I say? This only been on 3 days. 313 in, about 50 out. That's good margin. Let's look at the plans. Let's go through them. Well, there's one plan. 55% hourly for 15 days, $20 minimum. That's it. So after the 15 days, you're supposed to be almost at 200%. So 198%. Now, could this one go down? Of course it could. All of them could. Any of them could. But this one paid me today. That didn't happen with the same issues that BNTrust had. I'm sure they had too. It stopped them from paying. So anyway, just wanted to kind of give you that. Okay, so but that's what I want to say. This was paying instantly. What can I say? Once one goes down, we move on to the next, or we get out, or you just say, look, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm tired of playing this game. And I can understand that. That's okay. Either that, or you just say, okay, on to the next one. That's what I choose to do, because it's just it just is what it is. This is part of that's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the game. And I was in one group and I got so tired of people blaming people for being human. Oh my gosh, if people would just calm down, if they wouldn't panic, they wouldn't have, then the company wouldn't be under all this pressure. No. If the company would have gotten ahead of this, made an announcement that, hey, we're working on this, give us some time, that would have mitigated a lot of the damage, because people wanted to believe, they wanted to have the money back, just give them some time. But when you don't do that and you don't communicate with people, of course they're going to panic. What do you think they're going to do? Why would they trust you? Why do you trust any of these? They haven't shown you any reason to trust them other than you put your money in and they paid you. Good for that. But you got to communicate with people to build trust. If you haven't done that, then you haven't done your part. I can't blame people for being people. You smell smoke in a building, you're not going to casually walk out. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just some burnt toast. Maybe it's popcorn. You're running out the building. I don't care what nobody says. You running the fire, all the fire drills and all that. That's just BS. You're running. Nobody's casually walking. Well, casually walking. That's what you do at a drill. When it's real and it's your real money, yeah, you run. You running from the building. And that's what people did. So it's not anybody else's fault but the company. If you don't have enough capital to back up what you're doing, you can't blame people for that. That's you. If you can't communicate to people and say, hey, here's what's happening, be transparent, and hey, we're working on it, that's on you. That's on them. That's not on anybody else but them. But anyway, get off my soapbox, get out the pulpit. Wisebank, 55% hourly for 15 days, $20 minimum, pays instantly. What else do I need to say? All I need to say now is, if you got some information, if you got some enlightenment, whatever you want to say, make sure that you hit the thumbs up on this video. And if you want to be notified when I hear even more news about BNTrust or any other company, I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. And if you want to be one of the wise people, wise gals and wise girls, to join Wisebank, click the link in the comment section and in the description of this video. With that being said, guys, this is Sean Hill, the Passive Income Coach, and I'll see you on the next video.